Good morning everybody, it's the 1st of July 2018, we're in July already and it's day 8 of our walk. Where's the time going? We have been in a lot of rain over the last 24 hours and actually it's let up for now, but we're going to try and push on to make sure we get to our next place, which is Porto Marín. It's an 18-kilometre trek today, should take about 4 to 6 hours, which is a bit of leeway, so we'll see how long it takes us really. And then we should be getting more thunderstorms and rain, biblical rain perhaps, as Shell likes to call it. So basically today we're going to pass through lots of little hamlets, including a place called Brea, which is the marker for the 100-kilometre to Santiago. So that's where a lot of the pilgrims start, so we should see a lot more traffic pilgrim-wise as we go through. Now Porto Marín, where we're going to, is a town full of history apparently. It was originally on the banks of a river called the Minho, and the Romans built a bridge across it in the 2nd century. And some of the stones, here we go, talking about rocks again, some of the stones from the Roman bridge formed the staircase which we are now going to walk across to get into Porto Marín. And in the 1950s a dam was built there, so they moved the village from the riverbanks up into the upper part of the town. That's where people live nowadays. But basically the remains of the town and the church, etc., are underwater. So if the water's low, we'll see, we've had a lot of rain, we might actually see the underwater village as we go through into the modern town itself today. And they actually rescued one of the churches, the main one. They actually took it stone by stone up to the new village, the new town, and if we're lucky we'll still be able to see the numbers that they actually wrote on the stones to make sure they knew which order to build the church back together again. So like a paint by numbers kind of make your own church malarkey. So we'll see what happens there, and unless the rain's actually washed it all off now. So yeah, there we go, and we're going to head on now. We're at a little church at the moment, which is the Santiago de Barbadillo church, which is very peaceful and it's lovely here, but we've got to move on. So that's the great thing about being on the trail, on the path to Santiago. Every day is different, a new adventure, and we're looking forward to today. We're both feeling upbeat, a little bit achy, a little bit creaky because of the damp, basically. That's why we live in Andalusia, not in northern Spain. So anyway, that's it, we're off. See you soon. Wait for me! All the time I come across these lovely little rivers and puddles, and it's absolutely gorgeous out here. It's so green, but with the amount of rain that they get up here, I'm not surprised. I was told it was going to be wet up here, but until you actually experience Galicia you don't realise how wet it actually is. And it is damp. There's a lot of fog around this morning. Look at this is just lovely, isn't it? And it's just so nice, just getting up in the morning and just being out in nature and just walking. It's just it's fantastic, I love it, absolutely love it. It's good. I'm feeling good this morning guys, if you're wondering. I've got deep heat on the back of my calves. They're doing okay, knees are okay. I've got a little bit of a pull on my right ankle. It's hurting today for some reason. I don't know why. It's probably just going, oh, I'm going to have a turn at hurting, so it's off it goes. I think we've got another 14 to do. Easy. So we're going to stop for coffee soon. Got my coffee break. Laura insists I have coffee for some reason. I don't know why. I think she just loves me and she just wants to make sure I've got enough caffeine inside me. I think that's what it is, because it couldn't be anything else. So I think we've got Camino FM coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. We're going to put some more songs on the album, and remember guys, pre-order with Laura. It's like the land that time forgot. Looks all really old, doesn't it? It's beautiful. to Santiago. Cherries, grapes and raspberries too. Remember to drink lots of red wine. Then your Camino will be done in no time. Another timeless, tuneless classic on Camino FM. That was, wasn't it? Sponsored by Compede and Toblerone. Random moment of the day. Walking along, middle of nowhere, absolute nowhere, middle of the woods. And come across the stream, stepping stones on there, so we jump on the stepping stones to get across the stream, as you do. Anyway, Laura's messing around with her phone. She's always messing around with something. Misses the stepping stone, goes straight in. Wet feet. Wet feet. So that puts Laura in a really cheerful mood. She gets back on the stepping stone, effing and jeffing. Out of nowhere, thin air, boom. 3 women appear with clipboards. You know, like you're in the middle of the high street and some random person stops you with a clipboard and asks you a questionnaire or something. It's like, where the hell these women come from with a bloody clipboard in the middle of a stream on stepping stones? So one of them goes up to Laura and wants her to sign something. Well, the air was blue. You should have heard Laura. Laura can be quite fierce sometimes. I know. I've experienced this many occasions. My own doing, she says. But anyway, Laura storms off. Wet feet Laura. Hobbit, wet feet Laura. New name. Then they come up to me and ask me, but I'm too busy laughing. I'm laughing so much I can't even answer them. And I just walk off. We think they were like the local pikeys. So the pikeys were up early this morning with their clipboards. God knows what they wanted. Money, rucksacks, I don't know. Anyway, pikeys are out on the trail. But all you got to do is either swear at them or laugh at them and they'll leave you alone. So you'll be grand. Anyway, we're coming up to the last 100k, which is great, and there's like so many more pilgrims now. It really starts to swell with pilgrims because it's very popular to do the last 100k. It's a mixture of tarmac and dirt track at the moment. So I'll keep you informed on what it's like on the last 100k of the Camino. So look at this, guys, look, 100k left to go. Ah, fantastic. I'm just going to leave a little stone here, I think. Little one. Put that there. There we go. 100 more to go. Fantastic. Only another 100k to go. Woo-hoo. How random is this? There's a little shop here. Playing opera music, of course, on the Camino, only on the Camino, in the middle of God's earth nowhere. Exactly, that's exactly where we are. Buen Camino. My feet are, I had to get my feet off the ground for a bit, because they're hurting, so, and have something to eat. Oh. Camino. So quiet in Camino. I love it. You really listen to yourself think. Buen Camino. Welcome back. We've done 14.5k today. So we haven't got that much further to go, another maybe 4. I'm looking at Laura, she knows where we're going, I'm just following her. So walking on some tarmac, God, it was rocky back there and it was like this. It's horrible. I hate it when it's like that. It hurts your feet. Anyway, nice bit of flat tarmac. Love it. Do you know what? I reckon they should tarmac the whole Camino, make it nice and flat. Much better, much more sensible. See, come up with brilliant ideas. I should have built the Camino. Cows.
You got red on, Laura.
Oh yeah, whoops. So, when you start on the last 100k of the Camino, you encounter big groups. And it really starts to pack out with pilgrims. Or, you know, people just doing the last 100k, so it's got really, really busy now. So we just let them go by. It is much nicer when it's just a couple of pilgrims.
It's a bit of a shock, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit of a shock because suddenly it's like, whoa, crowds of people going by here. So we just let them go by and we just take our time. There's that zip line when you need it. Poor knees. Nearly there, Wolf. Getting there.
Nearly there, Camino Shell.
So, we've arrived in Puerto Marin, which is our end of day stop, and we've got to cross this long bridge to get there. The water's not low enough to see Atlantis, the first village that was here. However, it's pretty, isn't it? Up on the hill there is a castellated church that the Knights Templar administrated. We'll go check that out later. And I want to see the paint by numbers church as well, which they moved when they built the dam. Okay, so we've arrived in Puerto Marin and we've just found a bar luckily because it's lashing down again. Lashing down. So we've taken refuge. Gonna have a beer. Sin gluten. Lovely. Rainy Puerto Marin, sponsored by Estrella Galicia, sin gluten. Hi guys, welcome back. It's a little bit chilly, it's still overcast. Had some rain, as you can probably tell. Just been watching Spain playing. Oh no, I can't believe they're out. Terrible. Well, we've still got England, so we're cheering for them. Hopefully they get through it and won't get knocked out on penalties. So, back to the walking. Today was quite easy. We did just over 19. Feet aren't feeling too bad, feeling okay. Tomorrow we got about 25k to do. Hopefully it won't be too tough. It's amazing how quickly that you start to adapt. It takes you about a week or so till your body starts getting used to what's happening. And my body is gradually starting to adapt to this walking every single day, but I have to say it does take a good week to get into this and for your body to just start getting used to what it has to do every single day. And once you get over that week period in terms of time, then you know that you can do this. And I know if I had to carry on and do week after week and do the whole thing, I reckon I could do the whole thing now, where before I was thinking no way. So maybe that's something for the future that we can think about. Alright guys, well, normal thing, put my feet up, relax. There's another game on the telly to watch, so we'll be watching that as well. Laura's doing fine, she's absolutely okay. She always is. Hobbit feet, Laura. They've dried out now anyway, so luckily she has some clean socks that she could put on, and then she was happy, so that's good, because we don't like grumpy Laura's. They're not good. Okay guys, I'm going to head back in, got my key, sending Laura out for supplies because she can still walk, and I will see you tomorrow. So as always, buen camino.